Doesn't take long. So, for half a millennium, the spacefaring races of the galaxy fought and conspired against one another for supremacy, but it was the Terran Federation, through the ingenuity and bravery of its officer class, that ultimately prevailed. Through the discovery and utilization of ancient artifacts left over from a long-dead precursor alien race, they put an end to the disastrous series of wars between the factions. One of these precursor artifacts is your home, Halcyon 6. The crown jewel of the Terran precursor discoveries, the Starbase acts as the Federation's home base in the Halcyon sector. Commanded by Admiral Brahmachandra, the Federation's most decorated officer, protected by the 12th Fleet, the Starbase is permanently staffed with a variety of Federation officers with the mission of unlocking its mysteries. Today, however, the station has received some unwelcome news. A garbled hypercast ordering the 12 fleets return to the Federation space. The intention of returning as soon as possible to continue the work on the experiment. Admiral Brahmachandra leaves you in charge of the station. So here we go. Computer says prepare for warp. This is Halcyon 6 right here, and this is basically already the star map. We're gonna go. Yeah, this game really reminds me of FTL as well. Admiral, we've arrived at the rendezvous point. There's no sign of the welcoming force. No hypercast signals detected either. Think we're early? Broaden your signal detection, Captain. The 4th and 8th fleets are expected to join us as well, and those Titan-class ships should be hard to miss. Admiral, I'm picking up something. Definitely not Federation in origin. Some kind of whatever it is, it's getting stronger. I've never seen anything like this before. Some kind of portal. Admiral, I'm suddenly getting multiple ship readings, all heading for our position. They must be coming out of that thing. Yep, and here they come. So that's a portal. Unknown hostiles. I repeat, unknown hostiles. We might have to get a little creative here. And here we are in the first battle. So this is where they explain to you how Starship Battle works. So first of all, people who haven't seen this yet, it looks really cool, doesn't it? And we're going to fight against the Cruel, or the Shruel. No, I think they're called the Cruel. Commander, they're powering up weapons. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna just go through this without like reading the descriptions because you guys can see how it works. Like you basically select different abilities that your ships have to use them. You can right-click on enemies to see like their resistances and what they can do if you know them. Very, very cool effects in this game. I said this in my first stream as well. I love the effects in this. Exploited. So yeah, there's a combo system where you exploit like negative effects which you have put on ships. Yeah, the animations look really good in this, I swear. Like, look at this, it's cool. Ah, hit this down. Heal you, get you back from Death's Door, because this is kind of like a what's it called, Darkest Dungeon mechanic, like Death's Door, where just because of your health goes to 0 doesn't mean that you immediately die. It's just that every attack after that can kill you. Engines down exploited. Hey, Sterling Silversword, welcome. Always good to see more people joining the chat. I'm glad you guys are joining. This is like a really late chat for me right after work, and I figured I'm gonna try to get like an hour, maybe 1.5 in. Admiral, number 1, no. Oh, so mean. And with that, we blew them up. Admiral, we're picking up more of those portals on the sensor. Alright. That's 3 portals right there, and our fleet barely managed to beat 3 of their ships. We're being surrounded! Admiral, we need to jump now! I've got... Da 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 da! Oh god, what is that? That thing! It's like huge, isn't it? It's like, you can just fly the ship right in there. Jump now, for God's sake, jump! Frozen fruit makes more sense. Nah, I like frigid fruit. Frigid is... I like that. I think it's cool. Commander, we seem to have lost our hypercast. Alright, and with that, we are all alone. Halcyon 6, Starbase Commander. With the 12th fleet destroyed and little information as to whether the Federation still even stands, you and your crew are stranded in hostile alien territory. In hostile alien territory, cut off from resupply and in desperate need of more crew. You have little choice but to continue working on Admiral Brahmachandra's experiment to try to unlock the power of the station. Meanwhile, enemies may soon catch wind of the Federation's weakness and use that as an opportunity to strike and claim the station for themselves. And this is basically where the game starts. So that was the tutorial, that was the background story that I wanted to show you guys, because it's just cool, and there's this giant alien that you don't get to see otherwise. So, we can select an officer. We can select Lucas Beaumont, Corbin Lowe, or Isolde Freehold. Yeah, I think at this point, well, we're gonna keep going with the tutorial, that's fine. So, I'm gonna go with Lucas Beaumont. We're gonna go with science. So he has he can heal himself and so on. I do like tactical. I do like tactical though. I mean, it's all about shooting. It's all about the shooting. Backstab maneuver. Oh, I see. He doesn't actually have the thingy this time. Now that's interesting. Okay, we're going to go with Lucas Beaumont. Formerly a prestigious academician at the New Kharkiv University, Lucas Beaumont elected to leave its relative safety to join Federation Command after losing a debate with himself in a series of dreams he had after tinkering with some meta-universal barrier weak spots. At least he thinks it was himself. Nonetheless, he's found that being in likely death situations helps cure him of his sometimes crippling social awkwardness in ways that even the best adrenostims cannot replicate. I've had science and tech. Well, no, we had engineering, actually, as far as I'm aware. Because engineering was the tech. Alright, science officers are the most creative and academically brilliant officers in the Federation. Their power repertoire often consists of area of effect attacks, quick-hitting attacks, and debuffing attacks, while their buff powers can heal or protect friendly units. In space combat, science officers are able to command science ships, which are the fastest hitting of the 3 ship classes. They are the fastest, alright. Sorry to wake you, Commander, but it looks like we have a situation. Our sensors have picked up a fleet coming our direction. The signals suggest a pirate origin. We should expect them to arrive here in 48 hours. In the case of hostilities, the experiment may be our only hope to defend ourselves. The crew will work around the clock to make the necessary preparations. Did I get a science guy? I'm pretty sure I got an engineer. With the drones and stuff. Yeah, I got an engineer with the drones. And the engineers have the big knight. Didn't I call the engineer Sinsly? I'm pretty sure I called her Sinsly. Commander, the oncoming fleet we detected has just entered our space. It's a single pirate ship, likely hostile. Patching them through. Alright, his name is Rarzup Toe Slicer McCormack. Very fine. That ship? Alright, it's that ship. Our scouts detected the departure of your fleet over a week ago. You're now at the mercy of Admirax Zeb and the Zealots clan. Hand over the Starbase and we'll allow you to return to Federation space. Comply or we will commence orbital bombardment. Yeah, but engineer can heal. Since just look at the video. This is a scenario screen, so this is we can totally surrender, by the way. Let's stop the game right here. Sorry, Commander, I am not authorized to allow you to surrender the station. You actually get a Steam achievement for choosing that. I forgot, you Federales. Love your precursor toys. Prepare for bombardment, Federation scum. Commander, in light of this development, we should begin initializing the experimental starship creation process now. So this is where we create ourselves a ship. This is the Acolyte, that is the first science ship that we get. It has a portal cannon, it can upload a virus, it can authorize the hull. So, let's build that. Nice. And now we skip time. So this is the kind of game that it is, where you build, it's kind of like XCOM and FTL, and apparently a little bit of Final Fantasy in a way how the combat works. It's not ATB, it's more like old school Final Fantasy. Like really, really old school. It's probably not Final Fantasy. Commander, we're ready to launch in T-minus 3 seconds. 2 seconds, 1 second. Matter creator deployed. Bzzz. There we go. Commander, the experiment was a success. All scans suggest this newly constructed ship to be combat ready. She just requires an officer to command her. Alright, and that's where we put him in. Since this is the tutorial, we can't at this very moment rename people and ships, but the moment the actual game starts, we can. That's when I'm going to start and add you wonderful people to be my ships and my crew. The enemy fleet is stationed at the Starbase approach. Click there now. We send the fleet, we put the ship in, and we launch. Pirate ship swoops into attack position, and we attack. And before we attack, I drink. Okay, right click. So, propulsion and engines down is the vulnerability. You have to spray and pray, and he exploits vulnerable. He's a science ship actually, which is interesting. This inflicts sensors offline. What does sensors offline do? Does that blind him? Oh, that's like a blind, isn't it? Alright, well that's what we're gonna do. Oh, he resisted. Wow, okay. Okay, well this has a cooldown apparently, so I can't use it again, so all I can do is shoot him at this point. But we actually get to shoot him 2 times. Your attacks are useless, now die. The portal cannon looks super awesome, like what the hell. There we go, we won the battle. I love the animations in this, don't you? Like, it's fantastic. I'm not proud to admit it, but destroying the space pirate felt oddly fulfilling. Commander, we have a long-range hypercast coming in, putting it through. Leaders of various factions may contact you via the station bridge. It's Admirax. Don't believe we've met. Feel free to refer to me as the Admirax, a title that denotes my supreme command over the pirate clans in this sector. Now, Commander, or should I say acting Commander, my spies tell me I should congratulate you on your new post. They've also informed me that your fleet has fled the sector, leaving you on your own. And so I'm giving you the courtesy of informing you that we'll be visiting you very soon. As this is my territory, and so your station now belongs to me. And unlucky for you, I've united all the pirate clans to help me take it. I highly suggest you turn tail and return to Federation space. If you are of another mind, stay where you are and prepare for your deaths. 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 Here comes another pirate ship. Time for death, Federation. Pick Chaz Slob Choker Grunwald. Fucking Chaz. I will avenge DD Death of the Ra Zubto Slicer and deliver the station to the Admirax. Don't waste your breath, pirate. You'll soon be in need of it. To explain, you'll soon be floating, helpless, in the vast expanse of space. So the science officer's dialogue is different as well? That's great. Okay, these guys, as far as I'm aware, yeah, they're also weak to propulsion and engine down, but... Does this... Oh, this hits all enemies, so that's great. Okay, he resisted, he's got sensors offline. That gives him less aim, so that's something. Science ship is definitely taking like a lot more damage than tactical ship was, because tactical ship had that rocket. Alright, here we go, we take out number 1. Okay, at this point it's probably, well, I can't actually use it again. It's got a pretty nice, is this a science ship as well, by the way? The Shift class ships are Stone Federation scout vessels that have been modified. Oh, I see. Ah, don't get hung up too much about it since light's fine. Oh, 3 health, come on. At least you evaded. There we go. Klyka, I tested the tutorial. It's actually impossible to lose these 2 battles. Okay, yeah, I bet. What happens when you like lose all your health though if you just sit there? Oh wait, you can't just sit there. You actually like there is no wait command, is there? Like you actually have to shoot. Fantastic. I think I'm starting to like this ship. You can always return your Starbase. Yeah, okay. So we're going back home. Commander, the crew is eager to regain our full sensor capabilities. To do that, we'll require an extra source of energy. Good news is, the tech research team has figured out a way to harness the station's core reactor with a smaller, standard-issue DO3 reactor. So there's also a tech tree. So it's like XCOM. Like you build your base and you have a tech tree, and only that it doesn't take time to research stuff. If you have the materials to do the research, it's right there. And then this is our base. So it's like just like XCOM, where you explore these rooms and then you can build new stuff in them. Which room do you want? Or just the one below? Okay. And then we're putting Beaumont in there, and it's gonna take 3 days for him to explore the room. And there's also gonna be like random events that happen. Hey prototype, welcome. Commander, we've cleared out that section. Okay, that's great. Your exploration team has successfully cleared the room. And now we can build a DO3M reactor, which is gonna take 4 days. And we skip time. Losing a lot of days, yeah. So this is like the pirate sector right here. And now we've got our sensors back. So this is the new Terran Federation. And the cool thing about this is that, I mean, it might be because of the tutorial that it kind of looks the same, but apparently the galaxy is always different. So that's pretty cool. We've compiled a navigational map of all Federation systems and facilities. As loyal members of the Federation officer class, it is our duty to protect these facilities at all costs. In case of attack, these facilities will transmit distress signals. Depending on the level of danger, you may wish to evacuate them. Distress signals will always be listed in the mission panel. This is where you see them. So you can just click and it shows you where, and it's right here at the nebula where they are distressed. Oh, we're so distressed. Okay, the ship was apparently automatically repaired. I didn't have to do that. But normally you have to repair them by hand and it costs materials. I think the galaxy does look a little different, but I'm not 100% sure. Hey Dark Tapper, welcome. Okay, so it's the fucking Thrul again. But with a much, like, smaller ship. They've got Chaos Cannons, which inflict weapons disruption, which is harsh. Brood Pods, which heal themselves. Their resistance against weapon system and vulnerabilities is hull. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is try to take their sensors off. There we go, so they can't hit us as well. Nice. Alright, so that already helped us. And it also puts a debuff on them, which is also nice. As far as I'm aware, does it? No, it's not a debuff. Okay. No, it's not a debuff. Okay. Wait, it's a debuff. I mean, it's not a dot. That's what I meant. Oh, you had to shoot 2 times. Nice. Ha! He didn't even hit us once. Oh, he's alive! No! And now he healed himself. For Chazo! Yeah, I'm gonna call it Chaos instead of the cool. Oh, by the way, I added a link underneath the stream to frankerfaces.com. If anyone wants to install that, like, feel free, and then you can use the Frankerfaces custom emotes. Because, you know, I'm just too small to be partnered. I am a small Twitcher. A small Twitcher, he's not allowed to have own emote. I'm so sorry, Master. I'm so sorry, please. Alright, good thing you turned up when you did, sir. Whatever that vessel was, it managed to chew up our only sentry ship a few days ago. It did some nasty damage to a refinery also. My crew's pretty shaken up. The good news is we've got some fuel reserves from before the attack. Just give the word and we'll transfer them over. So yeah, this is where you can see their population, how much fuel they generate, and how much they currently have. We take 15 fuel with us. And then we can leave the system, and if we return home, we'll actually bring the fuel there, and there you go. Now we have 17 fuel. And we finished the mission, which gives us 15 materials. Commander, with all the recent events, the crew felt it necessary to create a short briefing. Here it is. So this is... Now the tutorial is over. So this is basically where we started. One of the ships should be called the Vessel. I like that. Okay, like, the other stuff, if I had clicked on that, it would just explain us things that you're gonna see anyway that I know by now. Before you start, you should directly promote a new officer. Alright, it's at this point where we get random people that have random stuff that they can unlock and that they can use in ground combat. We can change their names immediately. We can't change how they look, and we can also reroll if we don't like it. Now, we have a science person. So at this point, I would kinda like to have... Well, last time we had tactical and science and tactical. Sorry, tactical and engineering. Let's go with engineering. The engineering classes, they're kind of like the tanks. Yeah, the glasses are great, right? So Elijah Jacand is going to be renamed, and Prototype said he really liked those glasses. So Prototype, you are gonna be the man with the glasses. Prototype Zaz. Actually, I'm gonna make that your last name. There we go. Much better. Prototype Zaz, our engineer. I think Prototype works really well. So what do you have? You have Broadside Salvo, which has a 40% chance of putting vulnerable on you, but it inflicts hull breach. You have Death from Above, hull breach 25% chance on your own, but it exploits crew panic. And Ramming Speed, hull breach, but exploits engines down. Okay. I guess that's decent. We're not gonna re-roll it. Alright, ready to work, Commander. Just point me in the right direction. Okay, I think it is at this point that we can actually do proper things in the officers' quarters. Yes, so we can also rename Lucas Beaumont. We can rename Lucas Beaumont. Who wants to be Lucas Beaumont? I think it should be someone who is pretty new. How about this? There we go. How about Nods? Nods, I see you there in my viewers list. You are a lurker, good sir, and I will pull you out of your dark shadow and turn you into a game. So we have Nods as our science officer. And you can actually check out the traits, like anomic aphasia, archaeologist. I'm not sure what they do because you can't actually check. And then, give me a sec. Now he has to speak. I agree. Nods, come on, come into the chat, say hi. You're part of the team now. And here's the hangar. No, wait, that's not the... What can I do? Oh, it's literally just here on the ship management. There we go. Yeah, so now we can also rename the ship. And that's a cool thing. So who does Nods want to ride in? And I think, since we said that, it has to be... Our first ship has to be the Vassal. So I normally would name a ship after a user, but I think since it's our first ship, we're gonna have the Vassal. I think that's pretty good. 3 victories, actually. It's a good ship. Damn good ship. Okay, so we definitely want to create a ship for our engineer. So the only one that we can build is a Knight, which has Flak Barrage, Deconstruct, and Shock Mine, which are all great. So that's what we're gonna do. Construct the ship. There we go. Now, tech research. Is there something we can build? We can get a new science ship, the Disciple. That barely costs anything, actually. We can get a fuel plant, which actually produces fuel at our main station. The Officer Academy. That's how you build it to unlock additional officers. Improve officers and replace officers. That's definitely what we want. Okay. Achievement unlocked Savvy. Alright. Now then, to actually build... This is our Diffrium reactor, by the way. You can look at all the different rooms and it looks really cool. It's just like XCOM. Like here, for example, that's our bridge, the station bridge. Okay, so... Let's try and explore real quick. We're gonna send Prototype in. And have him explore. It's gonna take 4 days. And, there's fuel, plus 2 fuel a day. That's a pirate officer in a Corsair Mark 1 with 480. Interesting. These are definitely not the same fleets that they were when we first started this. Now what do we have here? We actually have expand the fleet as a mission. We're doing that. Hunt down pirate fleets, and Deneb is requesting aid. Developers intentionally killed the story to stop EA from making more. I love it. Planetary Stars. Well, Deneb is asking for aid. I mean, I guess we can wait for the other ship, but I kind of want to get this done. Federation Survivors Detective. Oh, that's cool. Alright, we're gonna send our fleet over here. We're gonna send the Vassal. Nods is gonna have fun. And we're gonna call this fleet... Klyka's Finest, because it's the first fleet that we ever had. We launch. Commander, Nod's fleet made contact with the colony at Deneb, patching you through. I'm not going to lie to you, Commander. Our colony was just about on the brink of collapse, but now that you're in charge, I should be able to shore up support and get my colonists back into a more reasonable state. This is cool. This looks cool. The clouds just became super fast once I moved the mouse. I'm not sure why. Do we just fly around doing odd jobs? Well, there is a story and everything. I mean, we want to try and figure out what happened to the Federation and so on. We need to be careful with the pirates, though, because they want the station. So we kinda, I guess, want to try and first strike against the pirates, but we also can totally explore stuff. Yeah, exploring the Federation for resources might be a good start, I agree, while building up some defense against the pirates. We have a fully stocked and functional colony here, Commander. Consider it at your disposal. We're not going to lie, most of us would prefer to be evacuated to that station of yours, but if you need us here, we can pull in any Federation refugees we encounter from the area. Well, what happened to the Federation? The Federation got kinda blown the fuck out by the Cruel. Hey, Jack Creed 12, welcome. Alright, so they produce crew. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Transfer 6 crew, evacuate. So crew is another resource that you want. So they produce 5 crews. For now, we're gonna keep them here. What do we have here? That's an asteroid field. That costs 3. We're gonna send Klyka's Finest to check that out and then return home. Commander, Nord's fleet made contact with a materials mine. Patching you through. Commander, it's good to hear from you. We thought we were done for, frankly. It's nice to not have to face down a sentence of living out our lives on this blasting mining facility, waiting to be eaten up by whatever the hell those aliens are. To tell you the truth, that giant station of yours sounds mighty compelling, but if you think you can protect us from these aliens, we'll pledge to stay here as long as you need the materials. Now that's always good to have. So we now get materials as well, so we're going to transfer those over. And I take it you can actually get the station to become like kind of self-sufficient, which is pretty great. Anyway, we're going to return home. The new Night-class starship is now ready. All it needs now is a commanding officer. Prototype is going to be the commanding officer. Now, Prototype, who will you write in? I think that Prototype would be a great captain for the Alcoholic Robot, which is a fantastic name for a ship. The Alcoholic Robot with Captain Prototype Zaz. Hey Corvus, welcome. Perfect. Evasion -3. Yeah. Not very tanky. They're very tanky, are they? But not very mobile. Alright. So we got the 2 more missions. We got the notification, which we already just did. And the room is going to be explored in 1 day. Resources retrieved, 6 crews, 6 materials. How about our research then? Is there anything? Ship repair bay. Allows you to build a ship repair bay where you can research upgrades for improving starship repairs. All those poor people think the station is a cool place to live on. Wait until they see the leeches. Yeah, seriously, I just thought the same thing. The friggin' leeches. Research how to build a cadet barracks facility to recruit crew and upgrade cadets. Wow, that's expensive. We should, since the next officer we're gonna get is gonna be like attack ship. Actually, you know what? Let's unlock our disciple and see what that's actually like. Sorry, ship construction is where I wanted to go. So the disciple has more damage, more hull, less evasion, but more speed. It has less crew, but costs more materials, and it has definite attacks. It actually inflicts crew panic. It exploits weapons disruption with the incisor beam. And it can heal all allies. And apparently also gives them adaptive armor. Reinforces the hull and repairs armor, increases damage resistance by 10% for 3 rounds. That's a pretty cool ship, but we need a lot of dark matter for that. Start the rebellion. It's, well, I'm not sure if it's just an upgrade. It's like, because the ships have, like, you can't actually change the abilities the ships have. Like, the officer gives them bonus abilities through himself, but the ships themselves have fixed abilities. So I'm not sure it's an upgrade, but it's definitely a side grade or like another option that you can use. Okay, yeah, the room should be done in a bit. There we go, Commander, we've cleared out that section you asked for. Great. Now, I'm pretty sure we don't nearly have enough. Yeah, okay. The Officer Academy costs us 350. There's a Dark Matter multiplier. Each Dark Matter multiplier module. Each Dark Matter multiplier module increases the amount of Dark Matter gained from missions by 15% and allows officers to create new Dark Matter. And allows officers to replicate new materials. That's interesting. Okay, they're all decently expensive though. So it replaces what it already has or adds onto it. What do you mean? Gotta say what you mean.